It's time for the Cero post show here at the Surf City El Salvador Pro, accomplishing 6 heats this morning. And Brisa Hennessy, a warm welcome on the hot rocks. Pura Vida vibes for Central America, representing Costa Rica. So a lot of Costa Ricans making the trip to support. A lot of people from El Salvador backing Brisa to win this event for Latin America, as she just got the win over rookie Vahine Fierro in a pretty tough heat. Conditions were definitely getting a little bit tough out there, which made the decision to call it a day and come back for more action. Thanks for being with us, and salud, you guys. This is the Cero post show, so we can relax a little bit. Job well done. I think the coolest part of today was being really surprised, actually, with the quality of surf that we had this morning. Rosie, it was just a dream setup here with this cobblestone point break.
Yeah, and just the dawn patrol effect of having the call so early. We're here at dark, and just seeing that little bit of energy coming through the lineup, I think it all sparked a bit of interest in knowing that the contest was going to get underway.
And, you know, wise men said, don't expect too much and just show up. And we kind of showed up, and that was the best morning we had so far. Obviously, cutting it short with the winds and the tides getting lower, but still, the first few heats were incredible.
As the world title race intensifies, we're always anticipating fireworks from Caity Simmers, the reigning world champion, coming here to El Salvador. Chatting with Tommy, look calm, comfortable in the early morning light. Luana Silva, though, has been really sharp with her rail work the last few days and came out blazing.
She started this heat extremely strong, Joey. She's had such a good read, always on the best waves out here in El Salvador. And I feel like she's always on the best waves no matter where you are in the world. And that's a very, very positive attribute to have.
Getting into some good sections there, Jesse, for Lulu. It's some of the better turns I've seen from her, really composed the last couple days. And, you know, she's probably thinking about ways she could have beat Caity looking back now.
Yeah, it's definitely, and this is one of them, but how could you blame the girl? Like, this is the best wave, or the tallest wave that came so far in the event, and how are you going to let that one go to an uncertainty of what's behind you? And obviously, Caitlin getting the luck of having second priority in that situation, that exchange, and getting the best wave of what we've seen it so far in this event. The most stretched out, the tallest, and just beautiful surfing.
And Caity looks great, doesn't she, when she's just going down the line? Just the anticipation for that beautiful down carve.
I think anytime you give Caity a canvas and she gets to work and has that original approach to her surfing, it's so unique. We love to watch it, and the judges really enjoying the explosiveness of Caity.
Cheers to that, Ro.
Cheers, Joey.
That was brilliant surfing from world number 1. Also having a nice chat with Gabe Garcia from Carlsbad. Managing some big athletes these days on tour. Absolutely ripping. As we check out the numbers here, Caity Simmers has had the most excellent numbers on tour. Adds another one to the list, 8.17 in that win over Luana Silva. Silva out of the contest and now preparing for the GWM Aussie Treble. So that's a big one for Caity Simmers and the world title race. So the last thing that top 5 wants is to Caity to start running away this early in the season on the rankings, Jesse.
It's hard to hold that, like, because it's kind of in her hands, you know. She has the heat in front of her, and she usually is doing pretty well. So all they can do is step it up their game and do their best.
Very exciting heats and matchups continued. Erin Brooks and also Bella Kenworthy had a much anticipated clash, a big representation from the rookie class, and this was a huge book to read when you look at the entire 35-minute matchup.
Oh, this was insane, Joe. I mean, just all the different chapters that we went through in this heat. It was fun to see them kind of jostle for position. Bella Kenworthy taking an early lead over the very anticipated Erin Brooks, you'd have to say that Bella was having that underdog feeling in this matchup against the young phenom, Erin Brooks.
It almost seems like Erin was possessed, just focusing on Bella, took some bad waves, then set started pouring through, and it was favored to Kenworthy, and then Erin finally settled down and found her flow and even got the lead change, Jesse.
Yes, and that's the problem of being a Grom. It's so easy for you to get caught in other people's strategy or just trying to pay too much attention to that. But once she puts herself in good opportunities, you know she's going to get big scores. But just 2 steps behind, as soon as she catched up, Kenworthy already came and swinged it, and just very powerful, clean surfing for her.
What a great venue for Bella. There's been some lowers right comparisons. It's not too far away from home in Southern California. And I'm just enjoying the fire she gets off of Erin Brooks. They're going to be compared for the rest of their career. There's a proud father there, Jason Kenworthy. And focusing on the numbers, Erin Brooks got the lead change with the 7, but just really steady work. Improving on the low score. Bella Kenworthy built to a 5.83 to get the job done.
Yeah, she was always building. Every wave she took off on, she increased her score, even if just incrementally, and that pushed Erin Brooks out of the picture.
Now we're focusing on big quarterfinal matchups. We have Brisa Hennessy already into a finals format as she's on the glass with Mitchell Salazar.
Thank you, guys. Brisa, muchas felicidades, congratulations. A close heat, a slow one, and especially at the beginning, it seemed like both of you were a bit caught off guard right there with the first set.
Yeah, gosh, I am still shaking. That was such a stressful heat. Yeah, we were definitely paddling ourselves up way too deep, and it's a tough one, right? Like, do you hold the inside, or you try to catch waves and maybe not catch the best wave of the set? So yeah, still really, my heart rate's still coming down from that for sure.
I had a great chat with your mom the other day. She gave me these cards that you actually made that have words of affirmation every single day. It's a bummer that I didn't bring them with me right now, but this morning you told me, hey, those things are there every single day for you, and most importantly, you need to reaffirm that you're here for a reason. How do you kind of get into that yourself?
For sure. I feel like, going through my own mental health battles, and, this year, so many like waves of emotion, that heat was actually such a, I think, testament to that, of feeling so uncomfortable, which is like things that you have to constantly embrace as an athlete. Like, in order to grow, you have to feel a little bit uncomfortable, and I've definitely felt that this year. But I feel like now the momentum's changing. I'm trying to embrace that uncomfortability. As far as words of affirmation, I think it's like, letting it go and letting it flow, and yeah, embracing that uncomfortability.
Whatever goes together, grows together. Muchas felicidades. Un mensaje para la gente tica.
Sí, claro que sí. Saludos a todos. Me siento todo el amor, y es muy especial estar muy cerca de mi casa y representar a Centroamérica. Mi corazón es muy lleno y vamos con todo.
Carnal, carnalita, carnalito, back to you guys.
Muchas gracias, Mitchell. We've got a couple of Spanish teachers on the road with us, which has been fantastic. Mitchell and Brisa, beautiful words to represent Costa Rica, where her whole life began, in a very remote part of the country. Didn't have any technology, but she had perfect waves. I wish all kids got to grow up like that.
What a unique story. I mean, that's just everyone's dream. Growing up like that, not focused on any screens, going surfing, being wild and free. I mean, that's such a great upbringing.
Let's now look at the map. Surfline, the official forecaster of the event, just breaking down really the next 4 days. We're here into the weekend. We've been getting about 6 heats accomplished in the mornings, Jesse. Let's see what we have in store the next few days.
I was actually talking to Ian Gouvet and Jack Robbo after they came in from the free surf this morning. They're saying we might have heats run all day, every day throughout the mornings. We're kind of waking up and seeing good conditions, and it seems like the next few days actually could improve a little bit from today, so
as we look at this little setup here for the next 4 days, I mean, we're not really picking different days. I mean, they all look like the exact same numbers, so well said, Jesse. Probably just show up, wake up and check it, and maybe we'll just keep that theme alive. Just a handful of heats a day, pupusas by midday, free surf in the afternoon. Life is good here in El Salvador, isn't it?
Yeah, slowly catch a monkey. Either way, we're going to crown champions come the rest of the event window. 6 heats at a time. This isn't bad work.
Let's get into the top 5 of a short day but effective day. 6 heats accomplished in the round of 16, so 2 left to set up the final quarterfinal on the women's side. Coming in at number 5 on the list, Molly Picklum, picking the right sets. Eliminated Pinkerton, and for me, the wild card, Kira, was looking the most dangerous off yesterday.
Maybe one of the hardest matchups in this round. So for Molly to overcome that, be into the quarterfinals, we know that she's hunting down that WSL Final 5 spot. She's already in that picture, but she's looking for a maiden victory for 2025.
Just a nice, comfortable pace. Looking happy, has a best friend in Kobe Enright. That's a familiar name because Kobe's competed on the big stage at Bells Beach, Jesse. So she's got a, CT caliber surfer to really spar with and warm up for all of her heats. Coming to number 4, Gabby Bryan getting the win, Jess.
Yeah, I was surprised on that one that the scoring was very low. Obviously expect so much from Gabby, but it seems like that first wave she caught, she was a little bit deep on the best part of the wave, but then she unloaded right here. Just great surfing for Gabby, on rail always, and she's no shy of doing some damage on her forehand on the open wall, where she grew up in very good spots, kind of similar.
Very true. Coming in on number 3 on the list. This was a wild all-California battle. A young surfer against a veteran. Sawyer ended up eliminating Lakey Peterson.
Yeah, this was such a back and forth battle. Came down to the last exchange. Such an extremely close heat. The contrast in styles, the backhand versus the regular footer. Sawyer, she's been building. Ever since, she had that slip up in the opening round, losing with the highest wave of the heat and needing, a sub 2-point ride to make it through. She's cleaned things up and she's into the quarterfinals.
Such a solid backhand, learning so much, and that was really a tough loss for Peterson. Took a while to come into the beach. Number 2, it was this all-rookie clash. A lot of mistakes. They're pushing each other deep. When it came down to it, it was Bella Kenworthy getting the win, Jess.
Man, she's so explosive. I get so baffled on how much water she can display for such a young age. You can see it. She's very calm off the bottom turns, but up in the lip, just the body torque. It's beautiful to see, and she's ripping. She's on her way to a good result here once again.
She's been improving at every stop this season from a tough result at Pipe, but as her knee's 100%, you can see that she can really release some big turns. Bella, happy with her support crew in Channel Islands, and winning the Corona Cero Post Show today was world number 1, Caity Simmers, with her victory today.
Yeah, first excellent ride in this round. Caity just on fire, smooth, controlled surfing. For me, the highlight of this wave is obviously this ending maneuver, but just so smooth. She's unflappable. She's when she's cool and collected, she just does her best surfing. She seems to be in a happy place, as you would be. You have a surf trip feeling. The water's warm, the vibes are high. Caity's loving it.
A lot of great ways to describe the surfing of Caity Simmers, and it often goes to comparisons to those purists, those greats, those Curran-esque type lines that she draws. It doesn't look like you can control it. It looks spontaneous, and with finesse and even her personality, you can tell why she's become a hero basically overnight, Jesse.
Yeah, and everything can go wrong when you're doing those types of lines. Like you can replicate that in the free surf so many times, but when you have a little bit of weight on her shoulders with the jersey, it's so hard to do it. That's why she gets so rewarded.
Already into the quarterfinals, so we still yet to see Caroline Mark. She was on deck for that next heat before we got called off, as she's still looking for 3 in a row here at El Salvador. We're going to say goodbye for now. We'll be checking in with you bright and early tomorrow, possible 6 a.m. start here in El Salvador. We'll see you then. This copyrighted event broadcast is produced by the World Surf League for broadcast around the world and may not be retransmitted, reproduced, rebroadcast, or otherwise distributed or used in any form without the written consent of the World Surf League.